All right, now welcome. So let's kick off our very first conversation today with health and education advocate Okenwe Great. Now, he's the founder of Glowcare Foundation, and he is joining us right now. You are welcome, Mr. Okenwe.
Thank you for having me.
Grand. So now our topic today, very interesting. You are the founder of Glowcare Foundation.
Yes, I
Now,
am.
what exactly do you guys attend to?
Basically, we attend to health-related issues, education, and general welfare for underserved communities and less privileged people. So basically, that's what we do: health, education, general welfare. And we also do some community outreaches too, like community development outreaches.
So in these communities, what is the most prevalent thing that you've been met with when you visit these communities?
Well, different communities, the communities are dynamic. So they have different, when we have need assessments, some communities, like we just came back from the flood relief outreach.
Okay.
And the Akparemugbene community.
Yeah, you say it. I'm not going to try and.
Yeah. Akparemugbene, it's a
Where
very
is
long
that?
name. In Burutu local government, Delta State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for that community, their major need is water. Honestly, the water that these people drink, I don't think you can put your share in it.
Wow.
It's that bad. So that's for those people. And for some communities, it's food. Some communities is housing. People still live in the 21st century. People still live in thatch houses, wooden houses that are not secured. Some of them don't even have roofs. So it's a specific community to their own challenge.
So with that specificity, I can see that their health needs would also be quite specific as well. And how do you attend to these health needs with the different communities and the different instances that you would find there? How are you prepared for these kinds of instances?
Well, most of these things, we just can't do them single-handedly. There is need for partnership. So we could, like, for instance, the community in Burutu, our aim now is to get them borehole water so that they can access clean water. Because when I looked at those children, you could basically see that, okay, these people are not as healthy as human beings should be. Yeah. The children are malnourished, the women are just there. When we were shown where these people live, it was very disheartening. And then they also, the same water they drink is the same water that they pass stool into.
Oh no, oh no.
So it's that bad.
Wow.
It's that bad. So you could see a lot of airborne diseases flying here and there. I'm sorry, waterborne diseases flying here and there. So so what we want to do is to provide them with a borehole water and also probably install a good toilet that they can use, because it is open air defecation, open space defecation for them. So that's what we do. So we engage in partnership with other organizations, carry out medical outreaches depending on what those people are facing. Some of the communities the prevalence of malaria there is very high. So we go there, we share mosquito nets to them and teach them how to use these mosquito nets, because some of the problems we have is that people just share these things and they're not educated on how to use it. Yeah. I remember one of the communities we went to, I saw a mosquito net used for hanging clothes.
Oh, wow.
So they just collect it and then they use it for whatever they want to use it for. So we make sure that we do sensitizations, we explain this is how you use it, this is how you maintain it, so that it could be effective, so that it will serve the purpose for which it was.
So I was going to ask how you identify these communities that you go to. And how they welcome you. What's the acceptance like? They're looking forward to, oh, we've heard about you guys, welcome, this is what we've been suffering. How do you identify them, first off?
Social media has been immense in recent years. So what we do is we try, there's this networking around NGOs. You reach out to other NGOs and say, okay, this is what we want to do. Do you have any community you think would benefit from this? So we do that, and then we also search on social medias. Like, for instance, the community in Burutu.
That community.
Yeah, that community. That one, we got in contact with people in Delta.
Okay.
I say, okay, you looking to give aids to some communities that were really affected by the flood. Okay. And we were pointed in that direction. So basically, it's just consultation and then,
consultation.
going through social media.
Most people don't know the true effect of the flood because we're sat here in Lagos and watching through our TV sets and all. But you witnessed what, the aftermath of it was like. I saw pictures of roads washed away, buildings underwater. What is it like after the flood, and how are people picking up their livelihood or their lives?
When we were, because I studied public health in Adeleke University, so one of the courses we did was on hazards. You see there are 4 stages to hazard, let me say, preparations for hazard. You mitigate, then there's the pre-hazard, there's the during the hazard, and there's post-hazard.
That's assuming you know that the hazard's coming.
Yeah, that's where the mitigation comes in. The mitigation is you're saying, okay, this is what we can be exposed to. How do we plan for it?
What this area is prone to.
Yeah, so we're expecting flood. So how do we waterproof houses? How do we move people? That's where you're mitigating. Then the pre to the flood, okay, the flood is here because I know people and agencies announced that this is coming.
Yeah.
So now the pre is where you're implementing the mitigation process. So you implement. Then for me personally, I think the post-hazard or the post-flood is one of the most important parts of everything. Because at this point, people have lost their livelihood. Some people are not going to go back to their homes, even till next year. So this is the time where we need more work, because if for farmers, they've lost their seedlings.
I have a question to write under that. This is the time where we need more work.
Yeah.
From who now? You're an NGO and you're putting in so much hard work. How much effort is the government putting, in your opinion? Is it enough?
In my opinion, it's not enough. It's not enough because, we are limited. We are limited. I went to some of the communities and we asked questions, and some of them were like, okay, only like agencies have come. Some communities will say up till now, like that community, nothing has been done for them up as we speak.
Wow.
Some of them lived on rooftops during that, because they are, the community from mainland to there is like 2 hours boat journey.
On boat?
Yeah. So they are surrounded by water. So it was total immersed in water.
Okay.
So, but so far, they've not gotten anything from the government. So
you hope that the government's going to...
I'm really hoping that they will, because what we gave them...
I mean, mitigation, pre-hazard and all of that, the government has all of these stats. They warned us about the fact that we're going to be having floods and all of this. So I'm wondering, and it befuddles the mind why there are no follow through, like, through the processes that you've mentioned on their part. But it's good to know that there are people like you, Okenwe, who are actually out there, who are helping these communities and people who are in need. And I mean, I believe every individual out there would want to support you, if not by physical means, and at least encouraging the good work that you do.